Welcome in, 3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Blaine Bishop hanging out at Rippy's downtown. We're on the corner of Broadway and 5th. Clay Travis back at the studio on 2nd Avenue, just in case we have technical issues. And Blaine, it's...
You sure it's for that, or he's just trying to be safe and put us out here in danger?
Did you not shower today? Is that what it was? There is a method to the madness. Clay, also anticipating a special visit from a special dignitary, SEC Commissioner Mike Slide, scheduled to be with us a little bit later.
Yeah, and I just got the call to come back to studio and we've never gotten a weather-related call to come back to the studio because they're afraid. I don't know if you guys have looked outside yet. You can see a wall of clouds that's emerging to the west of the city right now. And it's been so clear and so calm. I mean, not calm. It's been windy, but it's been over 80 degrees. You told me here a little while ago it's dropping to 38 degrees. It's a weird vibe going on right now in the city, and there's an official tornado warning right now. They've just broken in emergency alert system on all the televisions here in Dickson County, now in Dickson, and this isn't effective until till 5:45.
Yeah, let's do this.
In Nashville has issued a tornado warning for southern Benton County and Middle Tennessee, Dickson County and Middle Tennessee, northern Hickman County and Middle Tennessee, Humphreys County and Middle Tennessee until 3:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 2:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located 6 miles southwest of New Johnsonville, or 9 miles southeast of Camden, and moving east at 70 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Waverly around 3:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, McEwen around 3:20 p.m. Central Standard Time, Dickson around 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Burns around 3:35 p.m. Central Standard Time, White Bluff around 3:40 p.m. Central Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this dangerous storm include Charlotte. In addition to a tornado, large hail to quarter size is possible with this storm. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Seven 737-1045-866-492-ZONE. JT, I didn't catch what you were trying to tell me.
Just letting everyone know, Brent, that tornado warning is in effect until 3:45 for Dickson County. So until 3:45 for Dickson County, and of course, we'll continue to keep you up to date monitoring News Channel 5. But until 3:45, this is a warning, not a watch for Dickson County. Brent?
Read on Twitter that supercell was forming over Dickson County, headed toward Davidson County. So we'll definitely keep that in mind. Blaine?
Yeah, I just saw this by the Associated Press weather update on a certain, South Indiana. Authorities describe extreme tornado damage in South Indiana, say that the town of Marysville is completely wiped out and is gone. So I don't know what direction that's coming from. I think that's close to Louisville, as I understand it.
There is a squall line that's going to run through this evening. But the atmosphere, as I understand it, we're not experts. We're not going to pretend to be. Is certainly ripe for storms to just pop up, and these supercells, they call them, to pop up. So really no rhyme or reason. It's just that the atmosphere is ripe for the situation to be very, very dangerous today. The Weather Channel has a guy in town doing stand-up reports. So it is a serious situation. We got a call earlier this morning. They were letting Williamson County schools out, so we went and picked up the 8-year-old at 12:15.
Yeah, me too. I had to pick up my son at 1.
And I was glad to do it.
I went to Big Brothers Big Sisters. They didn't shut down in Metro, so I was in the 7th grade cafeteria like I am every Friday over at H.G. Hill eating, and that place was an absolute zoo. I mean, all those kids, you think you have tornado theories. These kids, 7th grade boys, might be the peak tornadoologists or tornologists out there in the whole world. I mean, the amount of knowledge that they had and the amount of ideas, and my head was spinning. I had no idea what was going on. People have been asking me if I'm the tornadoes are. Tornadoes, I make fun of the snow because snow doesn't really actually kill anyone. It's an overreaction. It's eventually going to be away. Tornadoes, to me, are terrifying. They're the most terrifying of natural disasters. Don't take this thing lightly. I mean, they are right now reporting that this area, Middle Tennessee, all the way down, is a 10 on the tornado scale, which is almost unheard of in terms of probability of tornadoes occurring. When the thing went through Tuscaloosa and wiped out that city, and if you haven't been down to Tuscaloosa and seen what that tornado did down there, it's jaw-dropping and amazing and terrifying. That was a 9. That was a 9. It was lower on the tornado scale.
We will not joke about this at all. No. Usually, I mean, there's a lot of joking going on with our show. We don't take ourselves too seriously. Hopefully you understand that as a listener, but today it's a serious situation. If you're on Twitter and you're in that world, a Twitter feed that I have found that is very helpful in situations like this is Nash Severe WX. Nash Severe WX. And they just tweeted 2 minutes ago, hail and rotating severe thunderstorm, ETA 4 p.m. to Nashville Metro, and also going through Brentwood. So we'll do our best to keep you updated.
Davidson County
will jump in.
Davidson County, the News Channel 5 just said this storm will move into Davidson County at 3:45. So we're about 20 minutes away. I would say if you can get somewhere, go ahead and get somewhere. Leave us on. We'll keep you updated. But we're 20 minutes away from this squall line, I guess, whichever you want to call it, hitting the Davidson County border too.
Now, the SEC women's tournament across the street from Rippey's at Bridgestone Arena, generally speaking, they will clean the building in between sessions. Today, they are allowing fans to stay in the building.
So don't come out. If you're going into the game, if you're about to get in, you're driving in, or you're finishing work and you're headed over there, just stay in there and watch basketball all evening. That's a safe place to be. That arena is so large. That's where you need to be. So don't get out in the streets. Don't be out walking around if you don't have to.
No, come into Rippey's and drink.
Yes. Drink away the tornado.
737-1045-866-492-ZONE, pound 1045. Let's take a break. Again, we will keep you updated on the developing weather situation. Again, a storm headed toward Nashville and Davidson County. Please stay tuned, and please don't be afraid to take cover. This is a serious situation this afternoon. There are still people walking around on Broadway, though it is very, very dark outside. And we'll be right back. 3HL 1045, The Zone. HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Blaine Bishop downtown at Rippey's. Clay Travis back at our studio in 2nd Avenue. People preparing downtown for severe weather. Certainly the employees here at Rippey's have been told to move people toward the middle of the building, which is a smart call as the weather approaches. Guys, you have more?
Yeah, there is a tornado warning is officially extended into Davidson County. There is a tornado on the ground in Dixon, and it's moving along I-40 west in the direction of our city. So if you're in between those areas or anything else, this is the time to go ahead and probably take cover and try and make sure you're going to be okay and your family's going to be okay. So,
and News Channel 5 is saying it should be into the Davidson County area between 3:45 and 3:50. So if you're here in between those two spots, be sure you take cover.
This is an actual tornado. This is not just they have confirmed a tornado on the ground in Dixon, so this is real. So it's not just, we think there might be one. So this is, serious time.
Lady Vols with a 35-25 lead over at Bridgestone Arena on Vanderbilt. And, again, we will keep you updated with this developing weather situation. We have access to our TV partner, News Channel 5, which, of course, is wall-to-wall weather right now. And we may pop in with them and see what's going on. As you might hear,
are those sirens going off in the background?
Tornado sirens are ringing downtown. Yeah, let's take Paul at Mount Jewett. There will come a time
down here too,
probably where me and Blaine, Clay, kick it to you and you take it. But let's go to Paul at Mount Jewett next.
Yeah, you guys just bail if you need to. Paul, you there?
Up? Okay, Paul's not there. JT, let's do this. Let's check in with our friends at News Channel 5, and let's get kind of a live listen into their storm coverage, get the very latest.
The storm moving in, they have had several reports of funnel clouds, and also they've been reporting the fact that we've had very strong winds just off the surface with this cell as well. A little earlier, there was a report of a touchdown back toward Tennessee City.
And here's estimated times of arrival. I did another calculation.
All right, we're going to tune out right now. I've got the estimated times of arrival right now. If you're in Fairview, according to Nashville Severe Weather X on Twitter, take cover now. Green Hills and Brentwood should take cover as well. Again, according to the Nashville Severe Weather app, which may be the most accurate thing you can be following on Twitter right now, there has actually been a tornado sighted in Dixon. It's moving along 40 east in this direction. We'll be in the area of Davidson County within the next couple of minutes, and we'll be into moving into the direction of downtown Nashville by 4 o'clock. So next 20 minutes will be critical. We'll keep you updated. We've got News Channel 5. We're streaming, and I think Brent and Blaine are still down on Broadway. You guys there?
Yeah, we are. And Blaine's actually stepped outside. People are actually taking pictures of the clouds now.
Yeah.
Now, here, we do need to make this point. If you're outside, if you're in Davidson County, go to your safe place. Get safe. Take cover. This is a serious situation. And we're doing our best to kind of pass along information on Twitter as we get it from the 3HL crew. But, again, be safe. This is a dangerous situation. And we probably should well, we're a couple minutes from a break. But, yeah, Clay, the sky, it's funny. I was outside when the tornado in 98 hit downtown Nashville.
Yeah, just had that,
a funny green color.
Yeah, it's turning dark out here, man, and it looks like if it's coming from Dixon, it'd be coming right through this little area here. I would be thinking if we see something coming.
We're looking down outside of Rippey's toward the Renaissance Hotel, which is pretty much straight west. But again, in 98, the sky turned like a funny green color, and then the clouds were kind of going in different directions. So obviously there was rotation, and then it just dropped out of the sky. But serious situation certainly going on. And Clay, you said a tornado touchdown in Dixon confirmed.
Yeah, that's what Nashville Severe Weather X tweeted. And right now, JT just typed up, there's a tornado warning. It's not just Davidson, Cheatham, Davidson, Dixon, all until 4:20. The warning, again, means that there has been one confirmed. And Williamson obviously is included as well.
Some news from Josh Devine over at News Channel 4. Dixon Herald reports touchdown on Garners Creek Road at the Hickman-Dixon County line, headed directly for Bellevue. So if you're in Bellevue, anywhere in Davidson County, get inside, get in your safe place, protect your kids, and take this situation very, very seriously.
2.5-inch hail also falling now. So it's like the apocalypse out there right now. So go somewhere safe. You can take your radio with us. We'll keep you updated. It's like I said, it's approaching the area. You can hear the tornado sirens going off downtown. So wherever you are, it's not very safe right now in this listening audience.
Man, I've never been this close to the one coming towards me or ain't even there. 2 tornadoes in Dixon is now being reported. Is that true?
That very well may be true. I mean, there are a lot. I mean,
from different people.
The whole area. I think you're going to find out. Sometimes this story.
The scary thing is the number of cars and people that we see as we look out on Broadway. I mean, people need to get inside. Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will keep you updated on everything that's going on. Again, our partner, News Channel 5, is wall to wall. We'll join them when we come back as well. This is 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Welcome back in 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. Again, if you're on Twitter, you can follow us at 3HL 104.5. And another great weather Twitter feed, definitely Nash Severe WX. Follow those guys on Twitter, Nash Severe WX. You get up to the second information from those guys. Again, at least one tornado confirmed on the ground in Dixon, headed toward Nashville, Bellevue in the path, Brentwood, anywhere in Davidson County. You need to take cover right now. Let's go to News Channel 5, our TV partner, who, of course, is wall-to-wall, and let's get the very latest information from those guys.
You should be on the lookout for rapidly changing weather and be prepared to get to your safe place. Same in the northeastern corner of Franklin County as well. So we have tornadic storms down there. We also have a tornadic storm that is moving through south central Kentucky, several of those.
So this is right near the Bellevue Mall right now is where that rotation is. And it's crossing Interstate 40 there, right at the old Regal Theater, right near the Shoney's, and it's moving toward the east. So if you live right in that general area near the mall, along Sawyer Brown Road.
All right, we're cutting in now. This is Clay Travis. You're listening to 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. That's WGFX FM, Nashville, Cumulus Station. Want to update you. Downtown, the weather is just now starting to arrive. Jim Cantori just tweeted this. Several tornadoes on the ground across the Mid-South. Stay away from downtown Nashville at this time. Tornado could move through the city soon. I was just outside looking up from our hill, our studio here. It is very, very ominous. I mean, it looks really, really bad. So if you are listening to me right now, go ahead and take cover if you're anywhere near downtown Nashville. Brent and Blaine are down there, and they don't have a good signal right now. So it is going to be go ahead and batten down. So everybody, they've also suspended the SEC women's tournament. If for some reason you were thinking, I've got to get in to go see what's going on with the Lady Vols and the Lady Commodores, they have stopped that game at the half. They're keeping everybody inside of Bridgestone Arena. So don't make the decision right now to come to downtown Nashville. We'll keep you updated. Again, we're going to keep running News Channel 5 here. But I can tell you, we're on the hill here downtown. There's probably a lot of you looking out buildings right now. This looks eerily familiar and similar to those of us who went through the 1998 tornado. So batten down the hatches, go get yourself safe, and we will keep you updated here on WGFX 104.5 The Zone. Okay, we're going to get a quick traffic, too, because amazingly, a lot of you are driving around right now. I'm astounded by how many people are in cars. We're going to go to get you an update right now to let you know where you need to be and how to stay safe.
The tornado warning is still in effect for Cheatham, Davidson, and Williamson County. The storm blowing in from the west right along I-40. So if you're thinking about headed out on the roadways right now, not a good idea if you're leaving the downtown area as the storm is moving in. Out there on the roadways, plenty of volume out there. Lots of folks trying to get ahead of the storm. Do have one collision if you're headed toward Murfreesboro. It's going to be 24 eastbound right around Bell Road. First Family Mortgage is working late to save you thousands. Give Conrad Thompson a call at 425-0105. 10 minutes on the phone is all it takes. Call First Family Mortgage right now. 425-0105. I'm David Reed, and that's traffic on 104.5 The Zone.
Again, WGFX 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. We are telling you, be safe. There is very severe danger of a tornado coming through downtown Nashville. Again, Jim Cantori, who knows weather conditions, just tweeted in all caps, several tornadoes on the ground across the Mid-South. Stay away from downtown Nashville at this time. Tornado could move through the city very soon. We are carrying News Channel 5's live weather coverage. There are a lot more of experts than we are, but I can tell you I just walked outside and it looks ominous indeed. So take cover, protect yourselves, and we will keep you updated here on 104.5 The Zone as this weather condition continues to develop.
In north of the circulation track, and that's going to be going right along Interstate 40. So 40 at White Bridge Road, large hail is going to affect you, and that's going to come right into the downtown area. That's from Vanderbilt looking toward downtown. So you're looking underneath all that rain and hail. There's the sway. Oh, there you hear the hail. You can see the hail. I'll let you listen to that for just a moment. So that's what you're experiencing here across much of the Nashville area. Let me take a look at the National Weather Service data coming in.
Quarter-size hail reported at Trevecca.
Yeah, we've got quarter-inch hail reported in Brentwood, Franklin Road, and Old Hickory Boulevard. So the worst of this is stretching from the Brentwood area up to downtown, and that's you can see those sheets of rain.
Tornado warning still in effect for southern Dixon, also for Hickman, western Williamson, and a little sliver there of Humphreys County. That one remains in effect until 4:14. There's the rain coming down. Pretty wicked looking. Yep. That was quick. I just heard your voice. That's the live shot there from the Bridgestone Arena there on Broadway, and you see people running for cover.
All in that area, Briley Parkway, as it comes back.
You're listening to 3HL on 104.5. Just want to update you here downtown. It looks like the first cell has passed over us. You got some golf ball size hail headed in your direction if you are east of the city. There was an absolute deluge that fell over downtown Nashville. It got so dark here you couldn't see the buildings from our hill. And we've got Brent and Blaine downtown on Broadway. You guys there?
Check that. Blaine's toward the basement. They have moved everyone in Rippey's downstairs. Kirby and I popped up. Jacob trying to monitor the situation as best we can so we can communicate back to our listeners. Now, it got really wild down here, as you just reported. There was easily golf ball sized hail that was pounding at the Rippey's windows, and it really sounded as if it was going to break through. It didn't. and they have successfully gotten everyone downstairs, though everybody, of course, wants to watch the radar, and we understand that. But when these cells pop up, and it's going to happen routinely this afternoon, you have got to take cover. We cannot communicate that any more clearly.
Yeah, exactly. And they've just extended a tornado warning in Nashville until 5 o'clock, Davidson County. So this is another 45 minutes now of tornado warning, and these guys are just bringing in the hail. I mean, it literally is golf ball size hail. I mean, outside right now. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I've never seen hail this big.
Yeah, big golf ball size hail. Kirby just picked one up that's still sitting on the sidewalk, and of course, it was 82 degrees not too long ago. Tornado warning, according to Allison Chinchar from News Channel 2. Tornado warning for Wilson, Rutherford, Williamson, and Davidson counties until 5 p.m. So if you're in those counties, obviously take cover. Stay tuned to the zone if you can. If not, again, we cannot, Clay, and I think this is an important message for people in a situation like this. We talk about the importance of Twitter. Get on Twitter. Get an account set up, because you can take your cell phone into the closet with you, into the interior portion of your home. You don't have to be around the TV. You can monitor the storm minute by minute, second by second on Twitter if you follow the right people. So, again, we cannot tell you in strong enough terms, get on Twitter in a situation like this. Allison Chinchar now tweeting 82-mile-per-hour wind gust clocked on the roof of Vanderbilt Hospital. We heard reports of 100-mile-an-hour gust in Bellevue. So, again, it's a little quiet right now downtown, which actually kind of has me nervous.
Yeah, and the other thing to take in mind, let's say you're listening to the Zone right now because you've got OVC basketball tickets or you've got SEC women's basketball tournament tickets. They have suspended play right now at both of those places. They're in the basement of Memorial Gym. Everybody is, and they've brought everybody down to the lower level of Bridgestone Arena. So don't be an idiot right now and decide to get into your car to drive down to these games. This play is suspended. We'll keep you updated, but a lot of y'all, I know we're going to be going to these games tonight. Downtown, again, tornado warnings are continuing till 5, but they are not playing these games right now anyway, so there's no reason to be getting in your car and coming anywhere.
No, and again, the reason
we're going to take traffic now. I think, Brent, okay. A lot of people are stuck out on the interstate. Let's go to that right now.
Lots of volume out there on the interstates, folks trying to get away from these storms that they've just run into traffic around town. One collision on the interstates, 24 eastbound at Bell Road. That's headed down toward Murfreesboro, west of town, 40 eastbound around McQuarrie Creek, McQuarrie Lane, that is. Getting reports of a collision near one of those storms already blew through that area. That's a result of that 40 east as you approach McQuarrie Lane. Traffic is brought to you by 2.5 Men, the episodes you love, the man you love to hate, Charlie Sheen, and Big Bang Theory, Life of 4 Geniuses and One Waitress. 2.5 Men, weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on Fox 17. Big Bang Theory, weekdays at 5 and 6 on CW58. I'm David Reed, and that's traffic on 104.5 The Zone.
Again, Brent Doherty, 3HL live downtown, standing on the sidewalk out in front of Rippey's. An ambulance going by, fire truck going by. You can hear that. Tornado sirens are ringing again downtown. The only reason why I am standing outside currently is because I'm trying to communicate with you guys as to what exactly is going on downtown. Again, we took cover about 10 minutes ago as the rain came through, gusts of wind. It was an unbelievable sight to see. Everybody, of course, headed to the basement here at Rippey's. The hail started to fall, larger than golf ball size, I would say. Started to pepper the window. Sounded as if it were going to break. Did not. And now, I guess we're standing pat, awaiting the next cell. That certainly is in the area. Again, follow on Twitter, Nash Severe WX, and all of the news stations. Follow every one of those guys. And you will be able to keep up to the minute, keep updated up to the minute.
Yeah, and I want to emphasize here the hail. I mean, I know maybe you hear hail and you don't think it's a big deal. I just tweeted out a picture. We're talking about legitimate golf ball size pieces of hail that are going to bombard you if you're east of the city. I mean, this thing is going to be scary. This thing is going to be loud. So far, fortunately, right now in this cell, it didn't seem to actually spawn any tornadoes. The first wave that went over the top of the city and is moving through right now. But the hail is real, and the hail is going to exist, and it's so intense and so severe that you won't be able to see anything. We're on the hill here on 2nd Avenue South of downtown, right downtown, basically. When this storm came through, Jonathan Hutton and I were standing at the windows here looking out, and we literally could not see the buildings downtown, which are less than, a quarter mile from us at most. I mean, that's how severe this storm is. So if you're east of the city, if you're out on the interstate, just prepare yourself. this is going to be a true deluge of hail that's coming in your direction.
And there are storms all over the area, so keep in mind, if you're in Davidson County, any of the surrounding counties, please take cover and please be safe. You're right. We were talking to people that were at the Tennessee Vanderbilt game that didn't feel safe at Bridgestone. So They came over here to Rippey's and got in the basement. And, everybody's doing everything they can to stay safe. Some straggling people kind of standing outside, kind of watching the sky. Don't see any rotation in the clouds right now, but that doesn't mean it's not coming.
All right, I think we're going to go back to News Channel 5's coverage right now. Know what are we doing? We're going to stay here. We're going to break now, take a break for the first time in a while. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with you again. This is 3HL on 104.5 The Zone. Stay safe. Clay Travis.
104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty downtown. Blake Bishop here as well. Clay Travis back at our studio at 2nd Avenue. Dangerous situation, of course, in Middle Tennessee, North Alabama, South Central Kentucky all day today. Some notes for you. NES reporting that there are almost 7,000 people in Davidson County without power. We still have it here in downtown Nashville. Metro Nashville schools have released an update saying that they are holding middle and enhanced options schools are holding dismissal until the storms pass. So wanted to pass that along. And golf ball size hail rolled through downtown about 4:05 p.m. Sheets of rain. It's all over the place. Headed east, looks like toward Lebanon, just south of Lebanon at this point. Clay, very dangerous situation today.
Yeah, I mean, this is not over until 5 o'clock. So they have said that we made through the first storm cell. We were fortunate; nothing touched ground in Nashville. No tornado, just a hailstorm. But there are still developing situations back to the west of the city that could continue to sweep across. Obviously, we have a listening audience that extends well to the east. Some of y'all probably have not gotten this severe storm yet. Just batten down the hatches, be prepared for it, and hopefully y'all can ride it out as well.
Yeah, again, tornado warning for Davidson and the surrounding counties until 5 o'clock. 100-mile-per-hour wind gust reported in Bellevue about 4 p.m. 82-mile-per-hour wind gust reported at Vanderbilt Hospital shortly thereafter. Again, that storm has moved through the downtown area. But, again, the atmosphere is right. You've been hearing the weather people all day talking about how the atmosphere is right for this kind of situation. So these storms can pop up really with no rhyme nor reason. Clay?
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And again, from up here on the hill, we're south of town, so we could look out easily and see this thing. This is a line now of storms that are going to continue to roll throughout the day. We're getting a lot of reports. We can take calls now, so we're going to take calls from you guys if you want to report on what things are like out on the interstates. But it is a wild environment right now, and we will continue to roll with the coverage and everything else.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty down at Rippey's downtown. Again, a fiery day, certainly. NES reporting almost 7,000 people in Davidson County without power. Storm rolled through downtown Nashville about 4:05 p.m. Golf ball-sized hail and just sheets of rain. Again, the SEC women's tournament was halted. They took a break there and tried to get people into a safe location. Did the same over at Municipal Auditorium with the OVC tournament. Clay Travis is back at our 2nd Avenue studio. And, Clay, you guys got into a safe place as well. And before I kick it to you, let me let you know that everyone's coming out of the basement here at Rippey's. Doesn't mean they won't go back down there, but for right now, they're out of the basement.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Everything is, everything is going fine. With that first storm cell now that everybody's through. And the games have restarted at the SEC. Vanderbilt and Tennessee are playing the women again, so they have at least restarted those games. We're going to let you guys bring the news to us now, the 3HL crew. We have loaded lines right now. I'm just going to roll through these. You guys can help us paint a picture of what the community is like right now. Let's go to James first in Mount Juliet. James, you there?
Clay, yeah, I'm headed home, but I work over in West Nashville, and I was there at 0440 when it came through there at the 31st. What is it? Where you go to Green Hills Mall? And hail that come through there was bigger than any golf ball. I thought it done broke my passenger side window on my vehicle.
Yeah, we walked outside and looked. It's amazing. I mean, it looks like it snowed. We got a lot more hail than we did snow this winter. There's no doubt about that.
Well, one thing I want to tell the drivers, listen, everybody wants to call in and talk about Clay and Frosty talking about our driving. Here's a little hint. If you can read the tag numbers on the back of a car, you're too dadgum close. Get out, and that spot is not made for you to get in it. Give the man some space. Y'all have a good one.
All right, everybody be safe out there on the road. You definitely need to give some space. Let's go to Matt on I-65 South. Matt, you there?
Yeah, guys, just want to let everybody know, just because you may have gotten out of downtown Nashville, the wind is probably 45, 50 miles an hour. I'm in a truck whipping me all over the interstate, and especially right there at the exit 65 junction with all the traffic. I mean, there's a lot of traffic, guys. Just, be safe, be smart. But I wanted to make sure everybody knew that just because you're out of Nashville, it doesn't mean that you can.
We lost him. Yeah.
Yeah, and Clay, that's an important point to make. If you don't have to be out on the road, get home. Get off the street. Let the emergency personnel do what they need to do. Again, we're giving you updates from downtown. But again, we're relying on you guys to call in if you can, if you're safe enough, to let us know what's going on around the city of Nashville, Middle Tennessee, South Central Kentucky, North Alabama. A lot of people affected by today's storms, and we certainly are not out of the woods yet. I'm looking at the radar right now, and it looks like there is that hook echo that they always talk about right around Lebanon. So there are pockets of storms all over the place.
Yeah, let's go to Jake on I-24 in the borough right now. Jake, you're on. You with us?
Yeah, we're here.
What's going on? What you got out there?
Hey, we were just past the Harding Nolensville exit, and now we're on I-24 on the way to Murfreesboro. And it was basically we were on the cusp of the storm. There was hail coming down behind us, sheets of rain. It was really coming. And we're on the way to Chattanooga, and we basically outran the thing. And it's about probably 5 miles behind us right now.
All right, so if you're in the Murfreesboro area, you are doing pretty well then right now.
Right. We're headed southeast Chattanooga, and we're in the clear zone right now, but everybody behind us is getting hit.
All right, let's go to, thank you for the report. Let's go to John in Bellevue. John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, guys.
What you got?
I just passed through Bellevue, and there's some power outages and a bunch of traffic lights that are out. I just wanted to remind people, you're supposed to treat a dead stoplight like a four-way stop. People are just blowing through those things, and, that's pretty dangerous.
All right, everybody that's well said. Also, there are probably quite a few down power lines, I'm guessing, Brent, because you said there were 7,000 people now without power, right?
That's the last we heard from NES. Yeah, almost 7,000 people just in Davidson County without power right now. The rain has begun again in downtown Nashville. And again, if you are able to call, and it is safe, you are doing your fellow 3HL crew members a great service by letting us know what you're seeing and what's going on out there.
Let's go to David at the airport. David, what can you report out there? I'm assuming they had to stop all the flights. I mean, are there a lot of delays and everything else associated with this weather?
There is. I'm a professional pilot, and we just landed at 5 till 4. So, yes, they will tell everybody, if you're picking somebody up, go home or stay where you are, because the airplanes are not moving. And they actually evacuated the tower in the ramp. And I'm going home on a Harding right now, and the tornado horns over here at Harding are going off right now.
So you landed a plane in this weather?
No, we landed between them.
Wow.
So you don't go in them, you go around them. But there's another cell behind this one that's coming. So if you're anybody at the airport, don't go there. Stay home until they call you and tell you to come get them.
All right, thanks for that report. I hadn't even heard anything about the airport. So people who may have flights later this evening, those flights are definitely going to be delayed. There's nothing right now. You just heard it at the airport. Nothing right now going. I'm just going to start. This is always dangerous, but I'm just going to start taking calls because we're loaded right now and everybody's calling at the same time. So be prepared. I'm just going to go in. Let's go to Kevin in Mount Juliet. Well, we got one guy now. Kevin, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, what you got, Kevin?
Well, I got called in on 4th Avenue when it came through downtown, and I got out of there as soon as it left, and I've been driving down 40, and I've seen hail the whole way down 40. I just passed Mount Juliet, headed towards Lebanon. So, and they said there's one coming to Lebanon, but now I'm back in the rain. I think I'm fixing to catch up with the hail. Because, I mean, it's not melted, and it's been pretty hot today. So, I mean, and there's still big, huge chunks all the way up and down the interstate. So, I think I'm following one down that way. I don't know, but seriously, I mean, people are stop driving crazy. I mean, there's people going 60, 70 miles an hour weaving in and out of traffic. I've seen 3 cars hit the wall already.
Be careful. Yeah, be careful out there. I mean, this is a very serious weather event, and it's just evolving so rapidly. Emery on I-440, what you got to tell us, Emery?
I'm just going around Nashville, and 440 is a really easy way to go around it on the west side.
Yes, that was what was designed to do. I appreciate you reporting on what 440 was designed to do. You got Danny in Antioch. You there?
Yes, I am. You know what? We're kind of in a lull over here. If there is something else coming in, it's looking pretty ominous, but we don't even have any rain right now. It's just, it's very breezy, but, we're just kind of calm.
All right. Thanks for the report on Antioch. We're going to go to, what are you saying, to, Steve on line 4, perhaps? Steve?
Oh, yes. This Steve. Yeah, I'm a taxi driver. I'm downtown. It's torrential rain. If you can avoid the Dickerson Road, Trinity Lane area, there's like 20 or so emergency vehicles over there. I don't know what's up, but the police have Dickerson Road completely closed. They're turning people around if you're headed north on Dickerson Road. So
okay, just report that. I mean, right now, Dickerson Road, you're saying there are about 20 police vehicles or what emergency vehicles, and they've shut down the road headed out of town?
Right there at Trinity Lane.
Okay, thank you so much for reporting that. I know there's a lot of people, trying to get home to their loved ones, everything else. Let's go to Brian in Bon Aqua. Brian, you there?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Got some trees down on Highway 100 and no power at my house, and golf ball size hail came down.
Where exactly? Highway 100. Describe exactly where you are.
By the Beacon Light restaurant.
Okay.
Right before 46 and Highway 7. Just want to tell people be careful when you get down on Highway 100.
We definitely will. We appreciate that. Let's go to Darren at Donaldson. You there, Darren?
Yeah, Clay. Hey, I was curious. We heard that the OVC tournament has been suspended. The game was suspended. We're just going to go down and watch the racers this evening if these storms go through. Do y'all know anything about that right now?
That is a good question.
We're trying to get more information on that situation. They did halt play both at the SEC women's tournament and at the OVC tournament. Jacob Underwood standing here has some information, I think, about that.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter a few minutes ago that the players had come back out on the court. Fans were let back into their seats. They're supposed to start sometime around 4:45 with the game that was in action that was suspended. So they'll pick play back up 4:45.
So the 6 o'clock start time for the Murray State game certainly is going to be pushed back. TSU scheduled to play tonight at 8 o'clock. And, talking to the OVC commissioner a couple of days ago, Clay, they were very, very excited, of course, about the OVC tournament being here in Nashville, but specifically about tonight's activity with Murray State certainly in the NCAA tournament, the number 1 seed, and also TSU having a great year, both playing on the same night, anticipating a sellout with a great walk-up crowd. Certainly the storms have rolled through, and I'm getting lots of questions from people on Twitter about the OVC tournament. So we will try to keep people updated informationally about the details of that. They are playing again at Bridgestone Arena. The Lady Vols leading Vanderbilt 43-42, 11:06 to go in that basketball game. And we, again, want to reiterate, in case you have not heard, that a tornado did touch down in Dickson County, according to law enforcement officials in Dickson County. That led to 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported in Bellevue about 4 o'clock, 82-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported at Vanderbilt Hospital shortly thereafter. Golf ball-sized hail, sheets of wind came rolling through downtown and have now moved toward Lebanon. So if you're listening in the Davidson County and surrounding county, please be on the lookout.
Let's go to Robert on West End.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to call and tell y'all about 30 minutes ago when the hail got real bad that I saw people flying through red stoplights. It was mayhem when the hail started. But down on West End by St. Thomas, it's pretty clear right now. But if you're trying to go down Hobbs Road, there's a downed tree, people trying to turn around. So if you're trying to go down Hobbs Road by Harbor Hall, you're going to have some problems.
Trees down in Green Hills. We've got reported trees down on Highway 100. We really appreciate you guys, again, if you're safe, calling in and letting the listeners know what's going on out there.
Yeah, no, we're going to take a break right now. I'm going to toss it to you, Brent, but we're going to come back. We're going to continue to take your calls. We've got loaded line 737-1045. Just be ready to roll. We're going to hit you quick and help you guys help the 3HL crew get home and make it through the storm.
Brent Doherty hanging out at Rippy's, downtown Nashville. Clay Travis back in the 2nd Avenue Zone studio. Some notes for you. The Metro Nashville schools that were holding middle school and enhanced option school students, those students are now boarding buses. They'll be headed home. Also, we are hearing reports, though not confirmed, of a funnel cloud reported 6 miles southeast of Lebanon, and that was a couple of minutes ago. So if you're anywhere in that area, certainly, if you're not taking cover, you need to be. Heavy hail associated with that storm, torrential rains. Again, hearing reports of a funnel cloud reported southeast of Lebanon, 6 miles southeast of Lebanon, several minutes ago. So we haven't confirmed that, but we do want to pass that along. Tornado warning for Giles and Putnam County, and again, extended for Davidson County and the surrounding area until 5:10 p.m., as we've been telling you. Clay, they have started play again at the SEC Women's Tournament at Bridgestone Arena, Tennessee, with about a 5-point lead in the second half.
Yes, and they're playing, I'm told, again at the OVC. And Jonathan Hutton just came in and said, for those of you who are interested in the TSSAA semifinals for private schools that are taking place at Lipscomb, they are playing. So they are back on schedule for those games if you've been wondering what their situation was going to be. Let's go to Alan.
Hang on one second. Quick note from the OVC tournament. Murray State game is scheduled to start with Tennessee Tech at 6:05. Still on pace to start on time. So wanted to get that note out there. Sorry, go ahead.
Good stuff. Let's go to Alan in Kingston Springs. Alan, you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here, man. I appreciate you taking my call. Long-time caller, first-time tornado caller. Man, Kingston, I live right on the interstate, basically, really close, and Kingston Springs got hammered. I think we're about to again. We don't have any power, but I got a text saying that there's a bunch of hail still in Dixon coming this way. But the actual tornado itself hit the house 2 doors down from me, and we could hear it. It was really, really creepy, quiet, and we were, all huddled up in our shelter or whatever, and you could just hear it just tagging, just hail. And I just Kingston Springs is not very big, and I just went downtown and did a U-turn, and there's like an old colonial style house, been there forever, had like 100-year-old oak trees. They're all down there blocking the road. A lot of trees on cars. It's pretty brutal.
So you think that's where a tornado you think hit in Kingston Springs?
Oh, I know it did. I mean, the lady whose house it hit said that she was one of those people that kind of waited to the very end, and she saw it form, and that's when she went downstairs. There's windows busted out.
Just to pass along some information about Kingston Springs, looking at a tweet here, hailstorm should pass into Kingston Springs very soon. So be sure to take cover, man.
Do you know if anybody is injured? I mean, any kind of, or do you think everybody came through okay?
Yeah. No, well, there's across the street from my house. I literally live on the main highway, and across the street you can see a tree has fell on a guy who was driving, and they were chainsawing him out, the trees off the truck to get him out. So the ambulance is over there. I don't know the extent of the damage, but it's not good.
Well, Alan, thanks for calling in and telling us about that, because there were lots of reports about potential issues with tornadoes there. So obviously, Alan is reporting that one did in fact hit in Kingston Springs. We had reports of tornadoes down in Dixon. We may have dodged a bullet in Nashville, but they may not have been so fortunate to the west of the city. Let's go to Cup. Cup, are you there?
Okay, yeah, I'm heading west on 40. Actually going to Kingston Springs, but we were at the Long and Garden Garden Show there at the fairgrounds when it first came through Nashville, saw the hail. But we left, and it's been pretty clear all the way from Westwood, 440 west through 40, past Whitebridge Road. We're now past Bellevue, and starting to see a lot of dark clouds again, a little heavy rain. But traffic's been great. Everybody's been behaving. But it looks like another big front's coming up right about McCoy Lane, like you said, the Kingston Springs area. So,
yeah, Justin Bruce from News 2 reported that there's a pretty significant hailstorm in Dixon and headed toward Kingston Springs. So if you're in that area, certainly take cover. And again, hearing reports of a funnel cloud southeast of Lebanon moments ago. So, yeah, we appreciate you guys calling in. And if you are able, and it is a safe situation for you, alert the 3HL crew. Let us know what you're seeing. Let them know what you're seeing, and everyone can make it through this thing safely.
Let's go to Jason in Clarksville. Jason, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going, guys?
About as well as you can.
All right, cool. I'm commuting from Nashville to Clarksville, going down 24 right now, and I know you got a lot of guys that commute from Clarksville, but just to kind of calm everybody down a little bit on this end, it doesn't look like anything has happened in Clarksville at all. So, I just want everybody to be careful because folks are zipping by me like I'm sitting still. But the wind is still pretty rough. So I mean, just maybe kind of calm folks down just a little bit that are trying to get home.
Good stuff. Thanks for the call about Clarksville. Let's go to Kyle in East Nashville. Kyle, you there?
Yeah, man. Just wanted to let everybody know I commute like maybe 10 minutes usually, and it was still 10 minutes going down Murfreesboro Road and Elm Hill Pike. Completely clear, normal traffic, a little debris in the road, but no wrecks, no power lines when I went through about 10 minutes ago.
Good stuff. Let's go to Josh. You got another person calling in from Kingston Springs. Josh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What can you tell us?
Well, I'm sitting in downtown Kingston, and it looks like it blew the roof off the library, and there's trees down everywhere. It took down the power lines and the school signs, and it came through here, definitely. It's pretty rough. There's probably I see a tree right now that may be 4 foot in diameter that it just ripped in half.
Sounds like it was a very severe tornado that came through that area, and I think we really dodged a bullet downtown.
Let me pass along this from our friends at Channel 4. Tornado warning, northwestern Giles County, northern Lawrence County, I guess, and east central Wayne counties until 5:15. This also from Nancy Van Camp at Channel 4. A wall cloud just northwest of Lawrenceburg looks capable of producing a tornado at any moment, she writes.
So we may have another cell rolling through. Let's go to Kyle on I-40. Kyle, you there?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me because of all the hail. I'm actually off of I-40 now, heading into Gallatin, and it's absolutely a deluge. I'm probably going to have to pull over while I'm talking to you, but I was going to warn people, with all the hail on I-40, it immediately turned into the most fog I've ever seen in my life because all of the ground was covered in ice, yet it was 80 degrees. So it was so foggy, I was basically crawling. No one could move. Everybody had their blinkers on. You couldn't see in front of you.
That's well said. I mean, that probably explains why it was so hard to see downtown earlier. It's that, it's rare.
It really was. And Clay, when it's that big, you went out and looked at it too. I mean, it just accumulates and it's pounding on cars, doing a lot of damage. We thought, Blaine, that hail was going to come through the window at one point, and that's when everybody started to get ushered down to the basement here at Rippy's.
Oh, okay, it stopped, so I'm back up here. Yeah, I saw that. I had never seen anything like that before in my life. Even growing up in Indiana, I never seen hail that big, and it was kind of amazing, that it was going on, and I got a little nervous. I went over and started eating. That's what I do when I get nervous. I start eating. So, man, I'm glad that it stopped and slowed down a little bit, and hopefully the next wave won't come through too soon, and hopefully it'll just stop.
Here's another note, and we need to alert people to this, and I haven't thought about this, but the city paper put this out there from the fire scanner, hearing tons of calls for downed wires all around town, East Nashville, Madison, Sylvan Park, etc. If you see a downed wire, do not touch it. Get away from it. Don't drive over it. Don't do anything except alert someone that it's there. Keep all your kids and everybody away from down power lines. Do not go anywhere near them. We do need to pass that along. 64-57, Lady Vols with the lead, 2:07 to go. Clay, and I guess we could keep taking calls into the next hour.
Yeah, 737-1045. We've got to take a break now here, but we will continue to let you, the 3HL crew, tell the 3HL crew how to get home, how to stay out of trouble, and how to make the best of this situation. Again, 737-1045, and you are listening to 3HL on the Zone.
Let's go back at 3HL 1045 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Blaine Bishop at Rippy's, downtown Nashville. Clay Travis back at our studio on 2nd Avenue. And again, we try to typically have as much fun as possible on this show, make the time fly by for you today. Different story. Very serious situation out there. Again, we heard reports of a funnel cloud reported southeast of Lebanon about 10-15 minutes ago. Trying to get an update on that. Also, reading now, Murray County now under a tornado warning, including Columbia. Also, College Grove, Spring Hill, if you're in that area, please take cover as we speak. We're trying to do our best to keep you updated with the situation.
Meanwhile, there's a cell entering East Davidson north of I-40, approaching I-24 is kind of intense and may contain some hail, as they're reporting on Nashville Severe Watch.
More power lines down. We're getting reports all over the city. Jacob Underwood pulling up a report from Sylvan Park. Again, power lines down, Park Circle and Rayon Drive in the Old Hickory area as well. So, again, if you come across a down power line, stay the hell away from it.
Other updates, let's go ahead and throw out for sports updates. The SEC women are playing again. The OVC play has resumed, and TSSAA games at Lipscomb are on. From an airport situation, all flights are obviously delayed. They shut down all entering and departing flights. So if you're trying to pick somebody up or if you've got a flight tonight, check that stuff online. It's probably going to be a while. You're going to be delayed. Guys, let me go to Lisa on line 3 if I can.
Yeah.
Lisa, are you there?
I'm here.
So you were in Kingston Springs, and your house was hit by the tornado?
It was. We've got severe roof damage. We've got windows blown out in all 3 bedrooms. Paint is missing from part of the house. All the security lights are blown out. Several down trees.
Lisa, is everyone okay?
Everyone is fine. We had ample warning thanks to the weather radio.
And Kingston Springs, it seems likely, I mean, everybody's reporting now that
National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for northern Giles County in Middle Tennessee, northeastern Lawrence County in Middle Tennessee, southwestern Marshall County in Middle Tennessee, south central Maury County in Middle Tennessee until 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 4:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located 6 miles northeast of Lawrenceburg and moving east at 50 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Lewisburg, Linville, and Cornersville. Take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If in a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
We're back, 3HL. You just heard that severe weather warning. I was just about to take Brad's telephone call as we basically discovered that a tornado definitely touched down in Kingston Springs just recently. Brad, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Just going to kind of let everybody know that's listening. You know, if you don't live in downtown Kingston Springs, just try to stay out of it. Don't use it as a through to get home. If you're going to White Bluff or Dixon County or wherever, there's a tree down on the east side of Kingston Springs that's got the road blocked, and, of course, EMS crews are working as fast as they can to get that cleared out. On the west side of downtown, there's a tree with power lines down, so I don't know how long it's going to take them to clear that, but you know, the last thing they got to worry about right now is people, congested traffic and people trying to get through there while they're trying to get it all cleared out.
Well, thanks for the update. It sounds like it's a little bit rough right now in Kingston Springs, but
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And again, we're getting reports of tornadoes touching down. And again, we want to let officials confirm that. We do have one confirmed in Dixon County from emergency officials. Now, you see reports all the time where tornado hit and then, come to find out it was straight line winds. Doesn't make it any less severe. Doesn't make the damage go away. But again, we do appreciate you guys updating us on the situation. And it certainly seems like Kingston Springs got hit hard. And again, if you're hearing us talk about specific areas, that's a great point that he just made calling in. Stay out of the area. Let the emergency officials work and let them get things cleaned up.
Let's roll with Taylor in Franklin. Taylor, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am. I actually kind of got a cool story throughout this, all the havoc. I'm actually a delivery driver for Famous Dave, and as I showed up to the municipal auditorium, everyone's filing to the basement, because I got there right as the storms hit. Next thing I know, I end up in the basement with the whole Murray State basketball team, the cheerleaders, the mascot, the band, everything. I just thought it was kind of a cool experience to see all those guys, and
Did you talk with the cheerleaders at least, Taylor?
You know, actually, that's exactly where I floated to. I mean, I didn't go anywhere else except for that area, to be honest with you.
So you were just a creepy guy. What were you delivering?
I was delivering roasted chicken, pork, beans, and coleslaw for 100 people.
So, that's a ton of food. So was the food okay? The food survived?
Yeah, man, the food was great, man. You could probably wring out my shirt. I was so wet, but you know what? Anyway, it was a fun experience.
Thanks for that. We need a little bit of humor, like the guy who called in.
Right?
Yeah, the guy who called in earlier, if you missed it, and told us that 440 was a nice way to drive around outside of Nashville, in case you weren't aware of that.
Yeah, that is why they put that road there, right?
That's why the interstate's there. That's the funniest thing.
Let me let you know, tornado warning, northern Giles, northeast Lawrence, southwest Marshall, and south central Murray County until 5:30. Davidson County severe thunderstorm warning has expired and not renewed as of yet, but I have a feeling, Clay, as that storm comes through from Murray County toward Davidson County, the warnings could certainly be issued. Again, Blaine, they have completed play, Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
Yeah. UT won 68-57. Now it's a slew of people walking by Rippies right now, leaving the game. Some coming in the Rippies and some continuing on to other places, maybe to their car. I don't know. But yeah, big win for UT, 68-57 over Vanderbilt. Yeah, 3HL, they're giving signs when they walk by too.
They don't even know what they missed. They missed all the excitement while they were in there for the game. Let's go to Gator Mike, who's always got interesting stories. Gator Mike, line 2, where are you, big guy?
Clay, how you doing, buddy? You know, I always like to give you the dirt down here on West End and Broadway, my friend.
Yes.
Well, we had the Lady Gator basketball team, band, cheerleaders, and dazzlers. Now the team was still held up at the Bridgestone, but there's nothing like trying to scurry cheerleaders, dancers. I let the other guys take the band people, but I took them to the stairwell to make them safe. So you got to do what's good for your team. But a tough loss by my team today. But wanted to give you the report down here. But we had about quarter-size hail at our hotel that was hitting the cars.
Did everybody survive going inside to the Gator Dazzlers? Their legs are okay, their faces are okay, nobody was injured?
They are, and actually I think they're still planning on going out to the Wild Horse to do some line dancing tonight. So any single fellas out there that's been part of the 3HL crew, heads up.
That's a good tip. That's a pretty good collection of good-looking women.
I'm sure Gator Mike's wife is proud to know that he's okay right now.
You might get the next Erin Andrews. She was the Dazzler, right?
Yes, she was.
That's right.
There you go. Let's go to Dave at Vandy. Dave, you there?
Yeah. I just want to congratulate my Lady Vols over their victory over the Commodores and tell you I'm really enjoying amateur redneck hour. I'm sorry, I just got a little bit of that Paul Kaharski mean streak in me, but really enjoying amateur hour with all the would-be weather reporters calling in. So keep it up.
Yeah, you can joke about that, but that honestly is a very, very serious thing, and we are glad that people are calling us.
Well, it's tough because there's not a lot of information out there, and there's so many different areas that were hit all over the city, and people are trying to get home, and it's complicated to know. I can look outside right now and see that there are some major traffic issues all over this city when you look outside and see those roads like I did just a few minutes ago.
No doubt about it. And again, I was in the Georgia Dome when the SEC tournament was when the Georgia Dome was hit by a tornado. So I just thought about that as people were coming out of Bridgestone Arena. It's a good thing timing-wise that all these people weren't downtown when that storm rolled through here.
Well, they got smart as well. They kept everybody in.
We need to take a break. Let's get a weather update. I'm sure traffic will be involved. This is 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Strangely, I do catch myself singing this song in the car, and then I realize I'm singing I'm Just a Girl in the World, and then I quit. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Tennessee Lady Vols with a win over Vanderbilt today. Fans are spilling out onto Broadway, certainly. And, again, it's a good thing storms didn't roll through. Actually, blue sky here downtown. Now, there are storms popping up all over town, of course, so stay safe out there.
There's a lot of people walking downtown now after letting that game out.
The city paper tweeting NES estimating less than 5,000 people without power now. So they're out there working again. We're getting reports of lots and lots of power lines that are down. Stay away from them. Let the emergency crews take care of that. We're hearing reports that Kingston Springs got hit really bad. Also confirmed from emergency officials at Dixon County that a tornado hit there earlier this afternoon. Clay, I was in the Georgia Dome during the SEC tournament when the tornado hit the Georgia Dome, and that was an unbelievable experience.
Yeah, I was watching it live when this thing started to fall from the roof. Yeah, that was unbelievable, and timing was right. I mean, I guess the SEC learned a little bit. They were saying that people didn't have to leave. I think everybody was smart who stayed inside. They moved them all down, and that's really a pretty safe place to be in the grand scheme of things. Now, if the sun's out, the severe weather people are reporting if you're east of Nashville, east of 65, you are safe. You made it through the storms. Looks like everybody's going to make it through west as well. In our listening audience, obviously, this thing is going to continue all the way across the country, and it's probably going to do more damage because that was a pretty nasty storm that came through.
Well, a lot of people like me, myself, don't take some of these warnings very seriously. I think this is the day to take all these warnings very seriously because, people need to be aware of where things are at, with bad weather and make sure you can all stay safe. So still be cautious out there by any means.
Do we want to actually just take some calls now? Do we want to actually take some sports calls?
Yeah, we could do that. And again, it's Friday, so anything goes. Certainly, if you want to let us know what's going on out there weather-wise, please feel free to do that. But, yeah, we could lighten the mood for the next 35, 40 minutes and try to get people home safely.
737-1045 is the number. Give us a call. Man, it sounds like I couldn't even speak there for a minute. Give us a call. We are ready to roll. I had to go get some crackers. I forgot to eat any lunch, and then the storm came, so I had to go. I thought I was going to pass out. Now I'm saying
that wouldn't be good.
No, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So we have an advantage being here at Rippy's then.
Yeah, it's been weird. I'm sitting in here in the studio solo. Hutton's walking around every now and then, but it was weird being up here by myself. I've never been in the studio alone. It's a little bit scary.
Jake writes on Twitter, I would have driven straight into Bellevue tornadoes without your coverage. Thanks. We're doing the best we can. We're sports people trying to do it, but we appreciate you guys. Tara, I'm moving. She says, I'm on 440 East. Traffic is moving fast, in case you wanted to know.
And 440, what was it designed for?
So you could circumvent the city, I guess?
Yeah, that's what we had. One of our callers reported. Yeah.
Adam writes, could you remind people if a traffic light is out to treat it as a four-way stop? No doubt about that.
All right, let's go.
Again, lots of power lines down, too, so keep that in mind. Stay away from it.
Let's go to Missy. She's fired up. Missy, Hickory Hollow, what's going on?
Hey, I just want to tell everybody, please turn your headlights on. It is the law. If your wipers are on, your headlights must be on. Not your parking lights, because your parking lights do not turn on your tail lights.
That is
true. On, idiot.
That's the law.
Turn your lights on, idiot, Missy says. Do not make her mad at you.
We haven't mentioned this, but Knoxville dealing with similar issues today. I've seen all kinds of reports of funnel clouds. I've seen pictures of funnel clouds out of Knoxville. So we're certainly thinking about those guys and praying for them. I do want to let you know, Nash Severe WX on Twitter, tweeting, funnel cloud reported with this tornado warning storm for extreme southeast Williamson County. So keep in mind, if you're in Williamson County, please take cover. We probably need to take a break at this point, Clay.
Yeah, we need to go to traffic, get people, help them get home on this Friday. Let's roll out to traffic right now from 3HL 1045 The Zone.
3HL 1045 The Zone. Allison Chinchar from News Channel 2 tweeting out what was a funnel cloud is now on the ground, picking up debris near Putnam County, Overton County border on Highway 136. According to the Putnam County EMA service. Again, Brent Doherty, Blaine Bishop at Rippy's, downtown Nashville, and Clay Travis back at our studio on 2nd Avenue. Follow us on Twitter at 3HL 1045. Corey writes, I work with Mr. 440, a.k.a. Emery. If you need a new highway correspondent, I could talk to him on Monday morning. We appreciate that. Steven, great show, guys. Perfect blend of News Channel 5 coverage and taking calls. This is why you guys are the best, better than most news outlets. We appreciate that, Steven. Thrown into a situation like everyone else dealing with these storms and just trying to do the best we can to communicate what's going on in the area. And a lot of it is coming from you guys, and we certainly appreciate that. Again, you can follow us on Twitter at 3HL 1045 and send us pictures. Lots of people sending us pictures of some of the hail and some of the damage around the area. And again, we've taken several phone calls from people in Kingston Springs that have been greatly affected by today's storms. Of course, we are all thinking about and praying for you guys you're having to deal with this in a more serious nature. Tennessee Lady Vols defeat Vanderbilt today 68-57. There was a delay in action. They sent people down to the basement area of Bridgestone Arena, which I haven't been to very often. But anyway, trying to keep people safe. And Clay, you made the point. I think you made a good one. The SEC, I think, learned a lot from that SEC tournament in the Georgia Dome when the tornado hit the dome. And I was sitting in the building. We had no idea that there was a storm out there. We had no idea that there were tornadoes in the area. I was sitting in the football press box level, and things just started to swing. Like there's a giant scoreboard that hangs over the floor. I believe it was Alabama and Arkansas were playing the game, and the giant scoreboard just started swinging above the floor, and I'm thinking, what is going on here? And then I started thinking, what if that thing falls?
Right. They cleared the players, though,
They
right?
cleared the players ran off immediately. Debris started flying through the Georgia Dome. There was a hole put in the building. It was a very, very difficult situation. There was all kinds of damage in downtown Atlanta during that storm. So, I think they did the right thing today in both tournaments. OVC gets a lot of credit. SEC gets a lot of credit. They stopped those games and made sure that people were safe, and that's the point.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and I think they learned from it, and they were proactive, and hopefully we're done with all the weather now, but like you said, this is not going to surprise anyone, but none of the three of us are trained meteorologists. I can't even say meteorologists.
Well, that's for sure.
So we're just trying to do our best, and it was ominous. It was like, it looked a lot like there was the tornado back in 1998, right? When you looked outside and saw that wall, it was looking ominous indeed.
I was the idiot standing in the parking lot of what will be our new building when we make that move over to the Cumulus building. And for people listening, it's over there where the Shoney's Inn used to be, right behind that, and the Shoney's. And I was standing in the parking lot looking down toward downtown Nashville, and I started to see transformers start popping over by NES. And the sky was green. There was rotation in the clouds, and all of a sudden that tornado just dropped out of the sky right over downtown, and I flew to get inside. Come to find out, everybody was sitting in the hall with their head between their knees, which is what I should have been doing.
How many people do you think were listening to us in closets? Do you think we sound better with absolutely no light on, like in the laying down in a bathtub or in a closet with the phone close to your ear?
Well, I bet it was comforting.
At least they're used to hearing our voices, I guess, right?
Yeah, maybe Blaine should have started singing.
It's a beautiful day.
Brought comfort. Because honestly, we were getting a lot of messages from people that were sitting in closets smartly, listening to us. I don't know how smart that part was, but again, the point today was, if a tornado warning is issued, take it seriously.
Well, and I think you made a good point about use your smartphones. Take advantage of technology, because you can't take the television into the closet with you. You can't take you can listen to The Zone, you can stream radio, and you can follow Twitter, and you can be pretty well informed without the television, which I know a lot of people are loath to leave their television behind because they want to know exactly what's going on at home. Just take us with you. Take us into your danger zone there, and we will try to walk you through it.
Blaine, what are you thinking? Man up. You want me to go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm going to go with all of the weather people and news people today and everyone that dealt with this storm. Y'all all manned up today. Great job out there, and hopefully everybody's safe. I know a lot of people are dealing with some property damage and things like that. Hopefully that's just it. But if you are in that situation, just know the 3HL crew is thinking about you and praying for you. I want to thank all the people down here at Rippy's. They did a great job of getting everyone into the basement when the weather situation got dire, and they were ushering people in off the street. Very selfless acts there. And we've enjoyed their hospitality down here. They've done a great job. Everyone down milling about as there are 2 tournaments going on downtown. And, stay safe out there and have a great weekend. Clay, you want to close us up?
Yes, we will be leaving 3HL. I'll bring you back and hand you off to Kevin Ingram here in a second. But we appreciate everybody listening. We appreciate all y'all who called in. Never know what you're going to get on 3HL, but we don't even, assume that we're going to have tornadoes. So we tried to pretend to be meteorologists. Hope we helped you all out. Thanks for helping us out. And we're glad all the crew is still safe. We will be back with you come Monday. We can't wait. Lots of big games to enjoy. We'll talk to you come 3 o'clock Monday.